Hello everyone, this is Saurabh Maurya and most welcome you all in Linguality Capital. Dear friends, today's discussion is all about introduction to grammar. This is the first lecture of grammar, and here I will talk only the basic points of the grammar. Means what is the grammar and what are the rules that allows the grammars, what are the parts of the grammar that participates in the your sentence, and what is the grammar in a real sense? Means, as we all know, that we all have been surrounded with the linguistics. Linguistics in the sense language. If you are thinking any kind of ideas that's coming into your mind, if you are thinking to do anything, any work, or you are thinking to go anywhere, then this is not possible. That if suppose that anybody will come to you, he will say, hi, how are you? Then you will say, I'm fine. Else you will not say that fine I am. Okay. So elsewhere, a kind of the structures that already have fixed in your mind that you cannot say any wrong utterances. This means that there is a linguistics that have been fixed into your mind and you cannot say any wrong utterances. So here I will talk about introduction to grammar. When do I discuss the introduction to grammar? At first, we should know that what is grammar. In linguistics, at first, actually I'm a student of the linguistics as well as I'm teaching also here. So I'm talking about the in the language of the linguistics, what is grammar? In linguistics, grammar is the set of rules for how a natural language is structured. Okay, here also we can say I have given the definition of grammar. What is grammar? A set of rules that governs how words are combined to form meaningful sentence in a language. It encompasses various aspects like parts of speech, sentences, sentence structure, verb forms, and subject-verb agreement. Okay. So here we can say, if I take an example like I will go to market today. So here we can say that the structure of the English grammar is that here will be your subject portions, here this will be your object portion, this one will be your verb portions and object portions. Okay, this is the rule that all the sentences of the grammar are fixed. Means that here actually you are not gonna to say that I go to market today will. Yeah, you also cannot say that I market today go to will, yeah, will go to, something like that. Means that if you are saying any words, any sentences, then there is the set of the rules that fix that words. Means that we can say here, as per the rules of the grammar, that a set of the rules, these are the set of the rules that governs how words are combined. Means that this word cannot be here and this word cannot be here. Okay, to form a meaningful sentence in a language. Means that if you are combining the words, then there must be the meaningful sentences. Neither that you have just combined the words and there is no any meaning of the sentences, then that is the wrong sentences. And for the wrong sentences, we just there is the marker of the stars. Okay. So here also we can say that there are the encompasses the various aspects like part of the speech, sentences, structure, verb forms, and subject verb agreement. What is the subject verb agreement? Subject verb agreement means is that a verb is always agreed with the number and persons of the subject, then that is the subject verb agreement. Next, we talk about the grammar and other aspects of the language. Dear friends, there are some aspects of the language in the grammar. Aspects of language means that the part of the the part of the sentences that takes participations in the language or in making of a sentence. In linguistics, we can say that linguistic communications are channeled mainly through our sense of the sounds and sights. Grammar is the central component of the language. We all know that grammar is the central component of the language. It mediates between the system of the sounds or the written symbols. Like here are the some aspects of the grammars that we will study here. At first, I'm talking about the phonology. That what is the phonology? Phonology is the study of how speech sounds are organized and used in a language to create a meaning. Means that if there is a suppose that there is a sound like B, like D, like A, okay, so we cannot organize this in the sequence of B, D, E and A, because when we organize these sounds, then there is no any meaning of that these words. Actually, when we combine the letters, then it forms the words. But we say the words when there is any meaning of that words. But when we just create the we just change this sound units and fix here, then this will be your bad. Okay, so what is phonology? Phonology means that the sound of the study of how speech sounds are organized and used in a language to create a meaning. If this gives a meaning, then we can say this is the word. If this does not give any kind of the meaning, then this cannot be word and this cannot be sound units. Okay. Next, we have the term orthography. Orthography, that what is the orthography? Orthography is a set of conventions, or we can also say that the orthography is a set of the rules that deals with the writing systems in a language. That means how the writing systems of a language are structured in a sentence. Next, we have aspects. Next, that is semantics. What is semantics? Semantics is concerned with the systems of meanings in the language and the meanings of a words and the combinatory meanings of a larger units. Means we can say here that when do I talk about semantics? Semantics means means that meaning. The if I say that this boy is, then this is not a grammar, or this is not a part of the grammar. This is a part of the grammar, but this is the wrong utterance. This is the wrong sentence. Actually, there is no any correct arrangement, or we can say the correct structures of the rules that allows the grammars, means that allows the sentence. If I say this is a boy, then we say that this is the correct sentence, because this follows the rules and the regulations of the sentences. Okay, so here we can say next topic is phonetics. That what is the phonetics? Phonetics is the study of the physical characteristics of the sounds in the language and how the sounds are produced. Means in a phonetics we deals with the physical characteristics of the sounds. Like as we know that in English there are total 44 sound units, whereas there are 20 vowel sounds and 24 consonant sounds. Where in vowels there are two parts of the vowels. At first monophthongs and second one diphthongs. There are total 12 monophthongs while there are total 8 diphthongs. Diphthongs means monophthongs is the also known to be the pure vowel sounds or the glides, and diphthongs means that when two vowel sounds are combined with each other. Like if we say an example, fight, fat, then this gives the a sound, and this one is your diphthong. Okay, so in phonetics, phonetics deals with the physical characteristics of the sound in the language and how the sounds produced. Okay, next we talk about the morphology. What is morphology? Morphology is the set of the rules that describes the structure of the word. Means that if I say an example like that, morphology, same example I am taking, morphology, then there is a combinations of the two words like morpho plus logos, means that the set of rules that describes the structure of the word. Morpho means words and logos means study. Okay, next we talk about the pragmatics. What is the pragmatics? Pragmatics concerned with the use of a particular utterances with a particular context. Okay, so here we can see that there is a phonology. Phonology is the study of how speech sounds are organized and used in a language to create a meaning. And here the orthography, the set of the rules and the conventions that are used in a writing system. When we make the any sentences, when there is these two parts, when they combines with each other, then there is the creation of the grammar. And when the grammar follows the rules and the regulations with their structures, then that gives the complete and the right meaning, which is known to be the semantics. Okay, next we talk about the language. In grammar, there is two kind of the English. First one standard English, second non-standard English. When we talk about the standard English, the dialect that is used nationally for official purpose is known as standard dialect. Means a standard dialect is especially used in the printing. Means when there is the printing of the newspapers, and the school's dialect means when a teacher or the professor teaches to his students, then he uses the special dialects or standard dialects. And the grammars means whatever the grammars are you studying, that there is also the use of the standard English. And broadcasting dialects, in the sense when there is the broadcasting of the news channels, then they try to use the standard English. Okay, when we talk about the non-standard English, non-standard English is always used in our family, with our friend circles, in our environment, in our villages, something like that, then that is known to be the non-standard English. Next we talk about the variations according to the use of language. What do you understand by the variations? Variations means that language also varies according to the context and the communicative purpose. Means that if you are just reading the newspaper, then there is the different kind of the words that are used in the newspaper. And if you are just doing any cookery books, if you are just reading any scientific papers, if you are sending emails to anyone, then there is a different kind of the use of the words, which is as a standard English we can also say. And if you are just writing any poetry or fiction, or if you are writing any kind of the language, any kind of the literature, fictions or novels, anything, any kind of things, then you always found this, that you always use the distinctive features of the language. Means different words that are fixed in with the different sets, that are all comes and studied under the registers. So registers means varieties of the language that associate with the specific use and with the communicative purpose. Okay. Next, we study grammars and we study everything with the two rules. Means at first there is a descriptive rules and second word there is a prescriptive rules. What is the descriptive rules? The rules of the grammar that state which combination of words are possible in the language and which are not. The rule that disallows the sentence is descriptive rules or also. Okay, this is your or. Okay, descriptive rules says or explains that the rules of grammar that state which combination of the words are possible in the language. Already I told to you all that if there is any wrong utterances, then we give the asterisk marker. Like that, here just you can see that I have just given an example, like home computers now much or cheaper. Already there is a structure that I given, that at first this will be the subject persons, here will be your verb person, and this will be the object person. In English, while we talk about the Hindi, then this object will be here and verb will be here. Okay, so according to the English structure, home computers, which is the subject portion, and this one is the verb portion, this one is the object portion, but here we can say that the use of the auxiliary verb is on the wrong position. Means that you can say here that home computers are now much cheaper. These and this one will be as a object. Okay. So if according to the rules of the descriptive rules, that the rules of the grammar that state which combination of the words, means when if there is the right combination of the accurate combination of the words that are fixed to create a sentence, then that is the right sentence. If that is not shifting good or that shifting right, then that is the wrong sentences, which is always given the mark of the asterisk. Next one is your prescriptive rules. Prescriptive rules says that prescriptive rules that specify which usage should be adopted or avoided are called the prescriptive rules. Means that what usage, like when do I talk about the part of speech, then we can say that many people say that between you and I, between, like if I take an example, I okay, just we will divide this money between you and I. Okay, so whenever do you use between you and I, then this is the wrong sentence, this is the wrong use of the pronoun. Okay, this will always be between you and me. Okay, this one is the right one. Next, also we can say many people use the them people, but don't use them people, always use those people. Okay, this was all about the basics of the grammar. I hope you will be and you will have understand all these phenomena whatever already whatever have I discussed here. Okay, so if you have didn't understand, then if you will watch once again, then you will find it better. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much.